his...
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. We've got Bogdanovich. Clint Capella is out there with Gallinari. Then there's Dunn. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. George Hill out there with Shake Milton. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Ring shot on the way. The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
And the massive wingspan of Capella, I mean, excels at using it to gobble up misses at a high rate.
Pass to Green. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5. Because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
I mean, and really, major props to Capella for reading shot angles so well. His timing on these putback slams couldn't be any better.
To the left side wing. It's stolen by Capella. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist from Capella.
So active defensively. Capella makes an impact with blocks and steals.
Outside Hill. Down low, Harris. Outside, Green. Lock at 6. Here's the lob for Harris. Gallinari with the steal. Bogdanovich wide open. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
And here is Milton for 3. Hill. Done with some nice D.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. 3-pointer by Embiid. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The shooting ability of the big man. I mean, Embiid so dependable at reading the defense and firing off the dribble.
Done against Hill. Now, here's Dunn. Guarded closely. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs. And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways. Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Now, here's Capella. Pass to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Hawks passing it around. Here's Gallinari in Atlanta again with the bucket.
Oh, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
Embiid, the pass to Hill. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Bogdanovich finds Capella. 3-pointer. Bogdanovich, no luck. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. It's a 5-point game. This is it to Hill. Popped up there for Embiid. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
The reach of Embiid is just fantastic. Just throw it up there. I mean, he's committed to finishing the alley-oop.
Dunn outside. Gallinari passes to Dunn. Back to Gallinari. Fires from deep. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
And the basket by Hill.
And taking what the defense gives him. I mean, that time Hill got right to the rim.
Dunn dishes to Gallinari. And it's sent back by Hill. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Hawks. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so, in the game for the 76ers, Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Howard. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Korkmaz, it's small forward. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Here's Simmons. Following the basket by Trae Young. Lobbed up there for Howard. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Lob it Howard's way. He'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Back to Young. Lets the three fly. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at three.
Here's Simmons. No points in the game yet for him. And then Simmons slams it in.
The versatility of Simmons is astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Young's good.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
The 76ers trail by 4. And Simmons kicks to Howard. Back to Simmons. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Thybulle. Atlanta with the rebound. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Williams with the ball. Clock at 6. Feeds to Okongwu.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball.
Outside, Simmons. Lobbed up there for Howard. Hammers the alley-oop through.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Young passes to Collins. Outside, Williams. It's Young on the wing. Count it, good.
But don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Simmons dishes to Howard. It's Curry outside. Howard kicks to Simmons. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Shots good from Young.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Simmons passes to Howard. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. That one goes. Count it. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
The physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
The pass to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Simmons against Williams. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Curry has it in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist in this one. And that'll do it for the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, it was Joel Embiid who got hot in the first. He had 9 points, 5. That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
On the court for Atlanta, Chris Dunn is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Hunter. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Gallinari in at the 4 spot.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Dunn against Hill. Bogdanovich looking around. He feeds it to Capella.
The assertiveness.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
And there's no question, when Embiid is healthy, he's a problem. I mean, a versatile, confident big man with a high ceiling.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Gallinari outside. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. 6 to shoot. Hunter dishes to Dunn. But they get it back. Offline with his 3. Hill passes to Embiid. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Hawks trail by 3. Bogdanovich with it. He's picked up by Hill. And that one drops for him.
And the persistence of Bogdanovich. I mean, I love watching him work hard in these transition situations.
Hill against Dunn. Outside Hill. Got a piece of it. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his second foul of the game. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Dunn passes to Hunter. Gallinari outside. Pass to Bogdanovich.
The massive wingspan of Embiid. I mean, it really annoys scorers. I mean, he's effective at getting into the airspace of shooters.
Now here is Hill. Embiid wide open. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
And that one's good. Hunter. Here's Hill. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The feed to Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2-3. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Embiid, the pass to Milton. 5 to shoot. Embiid kicks to Harris. And the shot goes in.
He keeps that mid-range jump shot alive. I love seeing Harris utilize this area of the floor.
Now, here's Dunn. Hunter, the pass to Gallinari. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. That shot missing. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Green finds Hill. Harris hooking it over. Count that bucket.
And look how committed Harris is when he's sprinting to the hoop. Not many defenders are going to want to get in his way when he's that intense.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 6 points for him. The Hawks working the ball around. Dunn passes to Bogdanovich. Tries it from 19. And that one hits back iron.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harris against Gallinari. Harris kicks to Hill. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Lobbed up there for Howard. A beautiful reverse layup. Howard's got 8.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
And a deep 3 from Young. And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game here. 76ers ahead. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
3 tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Korkmaz is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Pass to Thybulle. Back to Simmons. The dish to Howard. Feeds it to Simmons. Count it, and the foul. That one on Collins.
And when you foul Simmons, you really got to foul him. You don't want to just mess around. He powers through. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Young passes to Williams. At the elbow, Collins. Off target with the open look. The 76ers leading by 4.
And see, Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G. A great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Korkmaz passes to Howard. And stolen by Okongwu. Simmons against Collins. Got a hand on it.
But the reach of Simmons, I mean, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
Passes it to Howard. Back to Simmons. The 3. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Simmons got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. With the shot. The Hawks again can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And there's the pass to Thybulle. Pass to Korkmaz. 6 on the shot clock. Bombed up in for Howard.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Hawks trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Young. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Yeah, and this is Young at his very best. Once he gets a few to fall, boy, watch out.
To the wing right side. Korkmaz passes to Howard. Outside Curry. Simmons finds Curry. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Young for 3, and he gets it back. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Pass to Curry. Here's Thybulle. Back to Curry. Taken away by Williams. Collins against Curry. Left block shot on the way. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces him to get sloppy.
Embiid, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. And a change for the Hawks. Capella's checked in.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball.
Simmons dishes to Curry. Back to Simmons. 1:24 left in the 4th. There's Embiid. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Young passes to Williams. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And this is what Lou Williams delivers to his team. Quality shooting, even under the highest level of pressure.
It's stolen by Capella. Fast break, the Hawks. Collins is running over Embiid. Shot by Collins, no good. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Thybulle on the wing. Back to Embiid. Simmons inside. Capella's there. Pocket 4. And he makes that one.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They thought they could count on him to make crucial shots.
Young passes to Capella. Got it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And I mean, what can you do? Capella's agility, I mean, in the pick and roll, it's impressive.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, it's clear Simmons is a unique player. He's 6'10", a guard, can pass the ball, move the ball, great vision. It's a no-brainer that he's been compared to Magic Johnson and LeBron.
Dunn kicks to Young to take the lead. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few.
Hey, Kevin, with
Growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. Now here is Holiday. Inside. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Holiday.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Simmons against Giannis. There's Green with the 3. No good that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. And Holiday, here we go. And he banks in the layup.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
Simmons inside. Covered by Giannis. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Finished off the break.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Simmons. Lobbed up there for Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. So skilled at making the D feel nervous when he has to rock.
And Simmons drops them both. For Milwaukee, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Outside Holiday. Lopez outside. Antetokounmpo against Simmons. 6 feet out. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Count it.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
Antetokounmpo. And the call. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Lopez finds Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the 76ers.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Middleton looking it over. And Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Outside, Simmons. Knocks it loose. Embiid drives in. 2 points. That one goes.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And now the 76ers on the break. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Chalk up 2 there.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
40 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's the lob for Harris.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Bucks leading by 3. Now here's Antetokounmpo. "20 seconds left in the first. 5 on the clock. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Curry outside, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee on top, up by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got Bobby Portis. E.J. Tucker is out there with Teague, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. And so he'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 1. Passes it to Korkmaz. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
The kick out to Hill. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Curry. Another miss by Curry.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time. Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game. Hill against T. Out to the right wing. Tucker, the pass to Portis. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Pass to Tucker. Here's Connaughton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he misses his first shot of the game.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The 76ers trail. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Hill. Doesn't go that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Curry on the wing. Got a piece of it. Korkmaz kicks to Curry. The good-looking shot from the wing. Curry's got the lead up to 1 now for the 76ers.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Yep, that one goes. Teague's got 4 points this quarter.
No hesitation from Teague. Saw a seam and took it, finding a way to nail the shot.
On the wing, Hill. To the paint. And Howard slams it home. It's back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Pass to Forbes. Offensive rebound. T kicks to Forbes. They shoot again. Lock at 6. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Curry with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Bucks trail. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Portis. Back to Connaughton. To the inside. Portis, the pass to Forbes. Teague for 3. The shot misses. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach out. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points. And that'll do it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. It's a 1-point game. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Harris misses. The Bucks shooting for the game at 42%. Middleton against Harris. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
Philadelphia shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Now the pass to Milton. Simmons against Antetokounmpo. Simmons inside. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And now the fast break, Embiid with the ball. There's Green with the 3. The 76ers with another miss.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Holiday, no one around him. Connects from 3-point range. Now it's a 4-point Milwaukee lead. The 76ers have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Simmons looking it over. Kicks it to Embiid. Now Milton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Yes, that goes in.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Portis has got his first points of the game.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. It's rebounded by Portis.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Back to Middleton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Middleton's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. Can't hit from in close. Milwaukee leading by 6. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. 6 to shoot. Connaughton passes to Forbes. From deep three-point range. AT that time from Curry. The 76ers have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Back to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Hard to stay with Dwight Howard in the screen and roll situations, and he's also adept at reading the slip situations.
Here's Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Here's Howard.
Well, no answer for Dwight Howard that deep inside the paint, always looking to throw it down.
Here's Teague. He gets it in there. Teague's got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Curry with the 3. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 9 points.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Teague with the ball, and it's Howard picking him up. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Teague. Lopez has got his second basket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Howard. And Howard with the second chance points.
I like how hard he's working on the glass. A strong big man who is excellent at coming up with second chance opportunities.
And Forbes has it in the corner. Sinks the triple. Forbes has got 6 in the quarter.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. They've got P.J. Tucker, also Brook Lopez out there, and it's Forbes in at the 2, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's Portis. And Teague, here we go. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Well, nice to see Jeff Teague get down in there on the inside and come up with the bucket.
Teague against Hill. Outside for Curry. No good from outside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Outside Holiday. Down low. And to Kumbo. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. Passes to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. Holiday gets the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 13.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Milton with it. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Taken away by Holiday. Pass break, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo running. Outside Holiday. Pass to Lopez. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
The 76ers trail by 13. And here is Simmons. And it's Milton, top of the key. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Middleton on the wing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Middleton out there thinking about the game, and that helps out. Skilled at getting to the free throw line.
Middleton hits them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
2 minutes left.
Here's Simmons. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Inside. And Lopez throws it down.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Embiid wide open. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Bucks leading by 12. Giannis kicks to Middleton. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The 76ers running out of time. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And the basket by Harris.
Tobias Harris coming off that screen, knowing he was going to get open before he got to it, and did something with it.
Antetokounmpo against Simmons. Middleton outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it down to Middleton. Lays it up off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 12.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Bucks.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Teague.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
The shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. The offensive rebound. Harris passes to Simmons. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
On the wing, Holiday. Middleton against Harris. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Over Simmons. Giannis, no good. And Green launches it from deep. Off target with that shot. So no problem for Milwaukee. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our Philadelphia. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. DH.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. So the next starting five. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris. And it's Harden in at the point. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Now here's Griffin. Harden scanning the floor. Back to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Here's Simmons. Harris finds Embiid. Stolen by Harden. Here's Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Embiid. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And then Durant with the jam.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Embiid throws it down.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
Now here's Irving. Now Harden, and he comes up with the deuce.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor. And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Just 5 on the clock. And now the 76ers on the break. Simmons is running. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now, here is Irving. After the miss from Joel Embiid.
Oh, are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Simmons against Harden. Now here's Simmons. Not a lot of room. Stolen by Durant. In transition, here come the Nets. Count that one. Irving's got 5 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Simmons. He feeds it to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Now, here is Harden. Outside Durant. They get a hand on it. Lets it go from 14. And Griffin stays with it.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
1:30 left to play in the first. And here is Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, how about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances despite the D's best effort.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. It's Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Harris. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. Now, here's Dinwiddie. Brown outside. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Simmons inside. Dinwiddie covering. Simmons' shot is good. He's got 7.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Brown the pass to Llewellyn. He dishes it to Green. And Green slams it in.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Outside, Simmons. And they double up Simmons. It's stolen. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Lobs it up for Jordan. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Simmons against Dinwiddie. Passes it to Luau. They kick it out to Green. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brown, and it's Luau in at the small forward.
DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Bobbed up there for Howard. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Here's Brown, following the basket by Dwight Howard. Tipped away. It's stolen by Milton. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. It's his first trip to the line. Free throw drops for Hill.
The leadership that George Hill offers is invaluable. This guy is a phenomenal floor general.
Both free throws good from Hill. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. So for the Nets, Simmons looking around. The pass to Curry. Back to Simmons. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer. So you just can't hack away at it. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Harden dishes to Irving. Rebound by the 76ers.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Philadelphia. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Harden outside. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Hill, he's checked in for Simmons. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor. And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Outside Hill. Another miss by Philadelphia. Brooklyn leading by 4. Out to Harris from the arc. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
We all know Joe Harris is a dead-eye shooter from distance who helps space the floor. What a look.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
The 76ers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Harden, that's good.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Simmons with it. He's got 7. Shot to stop the run. Good work defensively by KD. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Harris kicks to Irving. Takes the 3. And no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Pulls from the top of the key. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Embiid.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Now, here is Harden. He has 6. And the foul on Joe Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. Philadelphia has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Just phenomenal timing from Simmons, leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart.
Dinwiddie drives in. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. No dice from 9 feet out.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn did not hesitate to set the pace. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead. And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now this guy...
Wow, hammering it in!
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. Embiid with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Curry's got the ball. Brooklyn leading by 3. Green, no luck. And Simmons kicks to Harris. For the tie. It's good from long range. Harris has got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. Philadelphia's gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Simmons dishes to Harris. Lobbed up there for Embiid. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Jordan, the pass to Green. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by Jordan.
Jordan's confidence has just grown over the course of his career. DeAndre, for much of it, averaged less than 5 points per game, especially his first couple of years. Look at him now.
Green dishes to Embiid, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Dinwiddie. Pass to Green. Here's the 3. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. And James Harden subbed in for Dinwiddie.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Hill passes to Milton. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Howard. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the floor.
Harden outside. No good on the 3.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Milton kicks to Howard. Hill against KD. Popped up there for Howard. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
There's no doubt. Kyrie Irving has proven to be more active as a defender now. He has a good feel for when to go after steals.
Milton the pass to Korkmaz. The rebound by the Nets. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in this game. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. On the wing, Brown. Guarded by Embiid for the lead. And it's Brown missing.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Passes it to Simmons. Back to Embiid. And Jordan sends it back.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
3-pointer by Embiid. Jordan with the rebound. Here's Luwawu. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Philadelphia ahead, up by 1. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to permit that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Jordan. Green is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Brown, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. Now, here is Hill. Kicks to Howard. Here's Korkmaz. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Dinwiddie passes to Luwawu. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pops it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Milton finds Howard. Back to Milton. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And the 76ers lead by 1. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
The drive by Green. Howard with the steal off his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
So both teams making some changes here. Outside Curry. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Seth Curry has found his footing in this league. He gains more and more confidence every year.
Here's Embiid. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. Back to Simmons. In the corner, it's Harris. Simmons passes to Embiid. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And Simmons is just the total package. I mean, a player that can really dish it to his teammates.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Outside Curry. Outside Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moments.
It's Harden with the drive. Outside for Durant. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stop.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Outside, Simmons. The feed now to Embiid. That one, no good. Nice D from Griffin. And the pass to Harden. On deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Harden's got 12 points in just the second half. Now Simmons. 1:10 left to play here in the fourth.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
Harden with it. Simmons is there. Harden can't hit. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Outside for Simmons. The dish to Embiid. Harden against Harris. Count!
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moment.
Harden outside. Griffin attacking. Got it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Stolen by Harden. Irving way outside. Can't get the 3 to fall. And here is Simmons. It's good! Buries the game-winning shot! Tonight.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's George Hill. Then it's Green. And it's Milton in at the 2 spot. And for the Hawks, they've got Gallinari. Chris Dunn is out there with Bogdanovic. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. Thybulle, the pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
Done with it. Gallinari outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hunter. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Milton the pass to Hill. Milton with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovic. Milton kicks to Hill. Dishes to Embiid. Hill against Dunn. And the basket by Hill.
Fantastic bailout shot by George Hill. Had the answer with the clock running down.
Here's Atlanta now. Dunn passes to Capella. Here's Hunter. Back to Capella. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And Bogdanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Thybulle gets to Embiid, and they pick up 2.
And that is a smooth-looking jump shot. Embiid all in one motion off the catch.
Done against Hill. Now, here's Dunn. Defense is right there. Hunter with it. Now Green defending. 5 to shoot. Bogdanovic wide open. The three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Hill looking around. Over in the corner, Green. It's back to Hill. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Gallinari. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Although Gallinari's used more to stretch the floor, he has the size and skill to do damage from mid-range.
Now here's Milton. He's covered by Bogdanovich. A shot by Milton, no good.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Gallinari up top. Defended by Thibault. A nice shot by Gallinari. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are three guys that, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
He's long and he's crafty, and he has a knack for scoring. Danilo on the attack.
Curry's shot is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Down against Curry. Here's Bogdanovich. Dunn attacking. And a wide open look for Capella. Had the space there, but it's offline. The 76ers trail by 4. Howard, the pass to Korkmaz. Gallinari brings the double team. Here's Korkmaz. Gallinari covering. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. 29 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Simmons kicks to Korkmaz. It's intercepted. Fast break, the Hawks. Young passes to Snell. No good with the triple. And now the 76ers on the break. Right side, Simmons. The putback. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. A good close contest so far as we finish the... And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his... big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Howard is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Curry. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward. That's to Curry. Clock at 6. In the corner, it's Harris. Curry against Young. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's a tie ball game.
And that's the crazy athleticism of Howard. Getting up off his feet and just powering home the putback.
Okongwu kicks to Williams. Draws contact on the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Williams, that's good. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Murray finds Harris over Williams. Howard. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 8 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Young against Simmons. Young right side. That one good for 2.
I mean, he's young, but the game just looks like it's slowed down for Trey. Knows exactly where to get his shots.
And the second season for Trey Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Outside, Simmons. It's deflected. And now here comes Young leading the break. Another shot. Okongwu, the pass to Young. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got the lead up to 8 now for Atlanta.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Simmons dishes to Curry. Pass to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And Howard's still a forceful finisher around the rim.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Young, good.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Now Simmons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's the pass to Curry. Simmons inside. Working on Collins. And the Hawks with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Okongwu with it. Curry meets him. Three-pointers. Snell. Rebounded by Howard.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Atlanta will come the other way. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Now, here's Milton. He's guarded close. Embiid. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor. But inside is where he can really utilize that size.
The 15-footer, and that's good for 2. Gallinari's got 8.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was set. And that.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Gallinari is out there with Hunter. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's done in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Gallinari, Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Dunn misses.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Green, the pass to Embiid. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks leading by 10. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. Offensive rebound.
I love how hard DeAndre plays, showing some heart on the offensive glass.
Now here is Hill. Lobbed up there for Embiid.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Pass to Gallinari. Kicks it to Capella. Hill against Dunn. Can't hit from 12.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Milton finds Embiid. The kick out to Hill. For 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Pushing it up. Here's Hunter. Good on the shot. Hunter's got the lead up to 12 now for Atlanta.
Good awareness from Hunter. Puts himself in a position to finish that play.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Milton. Down low. It's deflected. Buries it down low. Milton's got his first points in this one.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Gallinari outside. The dish to Bogdanovich. Done outside. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Tony Snell comes in for Hunter. Trae Young, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Dunn. Collins checked in for the Hawks. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
Young outside. Unloads. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Simmons against Collins. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Embiid throws it down.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Williams scanning the floor. It's stolen by Curry. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. No, but oh, what a play!
Watch it!
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
The Hawks have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. First free throw is good. And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Howard's checked in for Embiid.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Right side, Simmons. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Young from outside. Offensive rebound.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Timeout called, the 76ers.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
The 76ers trail by 12. Curry looking it over. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 6 points. 15 seconds left to play here in the third. And here's Young. 13 points in the game. And it's sent back by Howard.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously. Skying up and sending him back was his impressive verdict.
And so it's Atlanta in control. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Simmons. Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3, the small forward. Outside Collins. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Young with the ball. To the paint. Here's Capella. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
3 on the clock. Williams from outside, and he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Simmons. And it's Curry at the elbow. Back to Simmons. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Hawks, DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Bogdanovich comes in for Trae Young. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Williams. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Simmons. And it's Hill in for Curry.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
The 76ers trail by 8. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Milton the pass to Embiid. Shoots over Capella. Embiid, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
John Collins is terrific in transition. Consistently beats opponents up and down the floor.
Hill inside. Dunn covering. Milton the pass to Hill. Just 5 to shoot. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Some changes for Philadelphia. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Hill. Dunn passes to Bogdanovich. Inside, here's Capella. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now it's a 12-point Atlanta lead. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
Efficiency, that's what they want to see from Chris Dunn. Good job running the pick and roll.
Here's Simmons. Collins with some nice D. The Hawks leading by 12. Moves back up. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. The three-pointer no good. The 76ers running out of time. Here's Curry. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Done against Simmons. Pass to Hunter. We've got 1:13 left here in the fourth quarter. Collins kicks to Capella. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Hawks.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Clint Capella.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And so Green will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 10-point game. The drive by Simmons. And it's blocked by Capella.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Simmons against Dunn. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap up.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Lopez in at the center position. Now here's DiVincenzo. Count it, good. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there, and that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. But it'll be different tonight. Man, nice to see how Embiid operates in the pick and roll. Knows how to set hard screens as well as where and when to roll.
Now here's Giannis. And he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Here's Simmons. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Embiid wide open. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
Green against Holiday. Outside, Simmons. 6 to shoot. He's looking for Embiid and finds him.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Taken away by Holiday. And here we go. There's the lob, and Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
No good from Simmons. The Bucks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Oh, and there's the alley-oop and the dunk by Giannis.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Giannis. Knocked away and stolen by Harris. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Throws up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And Milwaukee has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Good on the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Simmons. Harris kicks to Simmons. Goes up on the block. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Back to DiVincenzo. There's the lob.
Oh! Big time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Now here's Simmons. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And some changes here for the 76ers. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here is Hill. Back to Milton. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
To the right side. Here's Forbes, and he's good on the three ball.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And so it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Korkmaz. Then it's George Hill. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. The 76ers trail by 5. And here is Hill. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there's a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Milton the pass to Korkmaz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 10 feet out, Howard controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got 5.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Hill drives in. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
Nice job of concentrating on the basket that time by Howard. He knew he was going to get hit, but kept his eyes on the basket.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Teague. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Portis. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 3 assists now in this one. Milton kicks to Howard. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Hill dishes to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Hill is difficult to guard in pick and roll sets because of his shooting, speed, and his passing ability. I mean, it's basically pick your poison with him.
Now here's Teague. There's the lob to Portis. It's 2-on-1. A 3-ball. Forbes with the rebound. Bucks leading by 5.
And last season, just some phenomenal shooting numbers for George Hill. Clark, you know him well from your days in Indiana.
certainly do, and have great admiration and respect for George. He's a business-like pro. He's the epitome of what it is to be a pro. Consistent work ethic, understands himself, always looking to improve, knows his role, and has always had a calming and stabilizing influence for every team that he's played on.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Simmons. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot.
The slash ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive, cutting mentality.
The Bucks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. 9-point game. Feeds to Embiid. It's good. 10 points for Joel Embiid.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Lopez outside. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Nice open look, but it's no good. The 76ers trail by 7. For 3, Harris. To the inside. Tries it from 9. Embiid, no good. Bucks have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Middleton on the wing. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Middleton's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks. Now here's Simmons. He kicks to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 5 assists tonight.
The mid-range J from Embiid getting better and better.
Giannis with it. 1 second left, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points. And that's...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Curry against DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez. Green with the block.
Excellent defender is Danny Green. He's instinctual, and he's got great court awareness defensively.
Yep, that one goes in there. Harris has got his first points of the night.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
Here's Giannis. It's good again and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And I tell you, it's ridiculous how much space Antetokounmpo covers in just 2 strides. I mean, the way he handles himself going to the basket, man, it is one sight to see.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Passes it to Holiday. Back to Giannis. Shot clock at 6.
Boy, outstanding hustle from Harris on the defensive end. They're doing a good job to alter shots with that activity.
And that's an intentional foul. Simmons passes to Embiid. Green against Holiday. Green kicks to Curry. 5 to shoot, and Embiid throws it down.
I tell you, Embiid's teammates absolutely love setting him up. I mean, they know he's going to finish strong every time.
DiVincenzo against Curry. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. The 76ers trail by 7.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Lopez finds Holiday. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
Stolen by Middleton. Giannis with it, outguarded by Simmons. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. For Milwaukee, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Hill drives in. Here's Howard to halt the run. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Howard's got 10.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's Teague. Good. Teague's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And Teague is a little reserved, but he's a natural leader, a guy who commands respect, I think, on both ends of the floor.
Popped up there for Howard. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
It's hauled in by the 76ers. And Milwaukee calls their first timeout of the game. Embiid, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Portis, 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Embiid. That one off the back iron and out.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
The 76ers trail by 10. Now Milton. It's blocked. Now here comes Teague, leading the break. Kicks to Tucker. Here is Forbes. And the three ball is good. Forbes has got 10.
Well, this is the strength and forte of Forbes' game. He's a lethal sniper from deep.
And so it's Milwaukee. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the three, the small forward. And so they foul intentionally. Here's Simmons.
It's pretty clear that Middleton takes pride in his defense. If he can't block the shot, he's going to do everything he can to at least challenge it and disrupt the shooter.
Milwaukee leading by 11. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now Green defending. Harris kicks to Embiid. To the middle. Simmons can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Curry against DiVincenzo. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 13.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Curry on the wing. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Hey, and you know, really Antetokounmpo could look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
Simmons passes to Embiid. It's a floater. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist here tonight. Holiday against Simmons. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Holiday against Simmons. Giannis inside. And he gets the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Embiid tries in. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Boy, the quickness by Simmons, breathtaking. So good at blowing by whoever's trying to stay in front of him.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
That's why you got to push Giannis Antetokounmpo out of the paint. I mean, he's too long, too skilled, and very confident from this area. You got to get him out of there.
Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut back down to 10 points after they get the bucket from Embiid.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Simmons against Howard. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Bucks.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Shot clock at 5. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And that one drops. Giannis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And with the lead.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Goodness. And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Knocks it loose.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Bucks.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
The pass to DiVincenzo, and the turnover again by Milwaukee.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. They trail by 11. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Giannis for 3. Middleton. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Gets it down to single digits.
Well, it's really hard to say too much about Simmons. I mean, bouncing off defenders like they're not even there.
Embiid with the steal, and so the Bucks take the win. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. And the 76ers showing off their style as now look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the small forward. And looking at the Nets, Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Brown. And it's Harden in at the point. Now here's Simmons. Pass to Harris. On the wing, Green. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots. And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yeah, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep him guessing. And when Griffin is healthy, he's an effective player. A double-double threat. It's tough to match up against.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid, and the shot goes in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Green with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Simmons passes to Green. Out to Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Curry. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Harden the pass to Griffin. Back to Harden. Griffin dishes to KD. And he gets it to go from the corner.
Yeah, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Simmons against Harden. And Simmons kicks to Green. Inside. Griffin against Embiid. On the wing, Harris.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Brown finds KD. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Plays it up and banks it in. Durant's got his second basket of the game. 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside Curry. High post, Embiid. Back to Curry. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go for him. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Simmons looking it over. Harris, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Embiid wide open. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Brown. Here's Griffin. Simmons with the defensive effort. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. On the wing, Harris. He kicks it to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Griffin with the steal. Brown against Curry. Outside for Griffin. Shoots over Embiid. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Right side Curry. They get it back. Embiid, the pass to Curry. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Tips it. It's hauled in by Brown.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Nets leading by 4. It's stolen by Milton. One-on-one fast break. Here's Thibault, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Back to Thibault. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Nets. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the...
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Shake Milton. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Howard. Then there's Hill, and it's Korkmaz in at the small forward position. Here's Irving after the Sixers pick up 2. Down low, they kick it out to Green. On the wing, Irving. 5 on the clock. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
He's going to get it done all over the floor, outside, inside, mid-range. Irving's their man.
Here's Hill. Brooklyn with the rebound. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving passes to Llewellyn. Here's Green. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Here's Milton following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And it's Hill penetrating. Lobbed up there for Howard. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You lob it Howard's way, he'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
Hill against Dinwiddie. Count it. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Hill finds Milton. They double him with Irving, and there's the pass to Korkmaz. That 3 off the mark. Nets leading by 6. Nobody near Irving. Great look, but off the mark. Thibault, the pass to Milton. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Milton's got his second bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some blatant defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
To the paint, here's Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And the Nets lead by 6.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Lobbed up there for Howard. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie kicks to Jordan. Hill pulls it in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. .124 left here in the second. Simmons against Harden. Embiid. Chalk up 2 there.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
Harden against Simmons. Durant in the corner. Harris outside. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Simmons inside. Guarded by Harden. Out to Harris. 4 on the shot clock. Curry outside. It's good from long range. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Harden against Simmons. Over in the corner, Brown. Oh, Griffin in position. There's 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Now here's Simmons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He feeds it to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were never able to get the lead above. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Seth Curry displaying his skills today.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
Oh, you're right. Going to the locker room, ask anyone on his team. He's not worried about statistics as much as he is about winning.
On out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Curry kicks to Harris. Embiid, the pass to Green. He's looking for Embiid and finds him.
Works so hard in these sets. I love how determined Embiid is to get wide open after setting the pick.
Harden outside.
That's the only way to hold him in check. When he's got it inside, you got to have a body on him right away. And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
To the inside. Low block shot on the way, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Durant kicks to Harden. And the stuff.
Athleticism Harden possesses is scary. I mean, he's constantly driving toward the basket for these dunks.
Yeah, and all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. Averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. And he makes you pay for sending help.
Nets trail by 3. Can't get it to fall.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And it's Hill penetrating. And it's blocked by Jordan. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Milton. Shot clock at 3. And stolen by Jordan. Here we go, one-on-one. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Irving.
And the feel Irving has for the mid-range game, effective at working this area of the court.
Dinwiddie against Hill. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. He gets it in there. Howard's got 8 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Right side, Irving. Outside, Jordan. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Here's Milton. 51 seconds left to play in the third. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
What focus from the veteran. Howard is used to the physical contact. He welcomes the chance to score through it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And that one's good, Irving.
I admire the confidence of Irving. Always on the attack. Superb at penetrating towards the rim.
Now, here's Milton. He's covered by Irving. Thibault kicks to Hill. Bobbed up there for Howard. That one, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Thibault, the pass to Milton. From deep. The rebound by the Nets. Irving for 3, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Howard. Then it's George Hill. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot.
And that's Howard's comfort zone. In close, near the bucket.
Now, Dinwiddie. Down low. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
Thibault with the ball. He's picked up by Irving, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Milton finds Thibault. Pass to Howard. And he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
A little bit of a throwback evening for Howard. Has all of his moves working here tonight.
Dinwiddie passes to Irving. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Korkmaz. Passes it to Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Irving dishes to Green. Inside, Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that's what Jordan does best. An extremely lethal dunker.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Here's Embiid. Oh, what a beautiful point.
Good intensity. Did you see that? Great.
You know Embiid loves showing off his athleticism. This guy doesn't lack confidence.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Simmons inside, guarded by Harden. There's the lob to Harden, and Harden with the stop.
As if there was any question, Harden with the big-time play.
76ers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Simmons passes to Embiid, and Griffin sends it back. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Durant with it, picked up by Harris.
When you need a big bucket, you were looking for Durant every chance you get. He has delivered so many times in that situation.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Easy to see why Simmons is on the floor. He's terrific at capitalizing during important parts of the game.
Harden outside. And contact on the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
And he commits the intentional foul. So it's Philadelphia now. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Outside, Curry. Outside, Green. 5 to shoot. Simmons against Harden. Count it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch. I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Back to Harris. Now the pass to Simmons. Kicks it to Green. Back to Simmons. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Griffin with the steal. Harden dishes to Durant. Money!
When things get tough, you start to lean on your stars, and Durant always seems to come up with a clutch shot.
Simmons with it. Over Harden. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Harden out there with Brown. And it's Durant. Then there's Griffin. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Harden against Simmons. There's the feed to Green. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, when the team needs a bucket. Green steps up, ready to deliver assertive and keep them on track.
It's Harden with the drive and Harden with the stuff.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Feeds it to Embiid. It's good. That's 12 points for Joel Embiid.
I like seeing Embiid rise to the occasion. He knows how to capitalize during important stretches of games.
Brown the pass to Harden. Fires top of the key. And again, it's Brooklyn converted.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Irving's checked in for the Nets. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. And the dunk by Embiid.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now, and that's easier said than done.
Here's Irving, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Simmons against Irving. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. And now a 3-point 76ers lead.
Remarkable poise of the young guard Simmons. He knows it's his responsibility to come through in tight spots.
Simmons against Harden. Here's Griffin. And the rejection by Embiid.
And the wingspan of Embiid, very effective at using his length to turn shots back.
Back to Simmons. Curry kicks to Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid finds Harris. No good from outside. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Curry can't get it to go.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
And Harden defines the word clutch, and this is clutch city. The number of ways in which he scores in these moments, just incredible.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And so we are tied again at the... Can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. Philadelphia with the ball. Harris outside. The dish to Curry. Pass to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. 6 to shoot. Here's Simmons. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Embracing the physicality of the game. Simmons, he's used to getting knocked around a bit on the way up, but he's okay.
Harden the pass to Griffin. Outside Irving. Oh, Griffin in position. Irving finds Griffin. Kicks it out to Harden. Griffin with it. Guarded by Embiid. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, this is what Griffin gives you. Excellent vision. Excellent decision-making with the ball in his hands.
And here is Simmons. Outside Green. To the middle. Harris dishes to Green. Embiid kicks to Harris. Back to Embiid. The 3. Harris's shot is good. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Wow, and slowly but surely, Harris is learning what it takes to become a leader. When this team needs him to step up, he has no issue dominating possession.
Harden, that's good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
And Simmons slams it in.
And when you foul Simmons, you really got to foul. You don't look to just mess around. He powers through.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Harden surveying the D. In the corner, Irving with it. Off target from outside. The 76ers leading by 3. Harris passes to Embiid. Outside, Green. Dishes it to Curry. Over Harris. And he overshot that one, missing. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. Here's Harden. Durant. It falls. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
What persistence on the glass. Durant excels at staying after misses, using all that length and height.
Now here's Simmons. He dishes it to Embiid. Back to Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
The versatility of Simmons is astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Harden the pass to Irving. The 3 won't fall. From deep three-point range, no good from three-point territory. Outside, Simmons misses the shot. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. A double overtime game can...